Ford Game of the Week presents the 2017 OSSAA 5A Dual State Championships. Welcome to Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Mike Clark, and I'll be your host tonight. For the Collinsville Cardinals, we'll be taking on the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders for the 5A Dual State Championship. You're watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championships. We're here at Shawnee's Fire Lake Casino, and we're fixing to watch Collinsville Cardinals and the Lawton Mac Highlanders. Today's match, final match, will start at 152 pounds. You'll see the captains go out for the coin toss. We're awaiting who our first match will be at 152. Collinsville's got two young men that they've weighed in, Eli Tanner and Rice Haymaker. And Lawton Mac will have Tedrick Thomas. For Collinsville, both these young men wrestled today. One of them was at 152 in the semifinals, and one of them bumped up to 160. Collinsville will be red, the red anglet, and red on your scoreboard, and Lawton Mac will be green. For Lawton Mac, this should be Tedrick Thomas. Both guys just kind of come out working the ties. This first match is always really important. You can see both teams are a little nervous. The first two guys on the match are always a little bit nervous, trying to feel their way into this match. Vance Cornelison is the official. Calls them out of bounds. They're back in the middle. Again, Collinsville's in the red singlet. Lawton Mac is in the gold. First match of the night at 152 pounds. Okay, for Collinsville, this is Haymaker. It looks like Eli Thomas will take the mat at 160 for Collinsville. We're down to about a minute left. Kind of working the edge of the mat. Both people really haven't gone full blast at anything yet. Thomas hits a little Russian. They go out of bounds. Both Rice and Tedrick just kind of looking for an opening, trying not to make a mistake. There's that Russian again by Thomas with an inside-out trip. They go off the mat, nothing. Put a couple things together there, just ran out of room. Back to the center with about 44 seconds. Again, the Collinsville Cardinals are in the red. Lawton MacArthur Highlanders are in the gold. Lawton is coached by Bobby Cook. Collinsville is coached by Wes Harding. Collinsville's coming back, trying to win another dual state championship. Last year, Coweta won the title. Previous 5 years, Collinsville won the title, so they're trying to get back on top. Lawton Mac won their last dual state title in 1990. They're trying to make their way back on top. Bobby Cook does a great job with them. Down to 10 seconds left in the first period. Haymaker hits a duck under, hits the scramble. Thomas comes out of it. The period ends with no points. Most action in the period right there with about 5 seconds left. Both kids did a great job of finishing it. Collinsville's Rice Haymaker will go down to start the second period. We're at 0-0 in the first match of the 5A Dual State Championship. Haymaker with an escape. They're back on their feet. Thomas keeps trying to rush him. He's coming off Haymaker's right arm. He grabs his elbow. See if he changes off or tries the same. Haymaker hit a nice little duck while ago to counter. Just about scored. Thomas into a high crotch. Trying to cut to a double on the edge of the mat. Haymaker hits a little cement, makes her to his back. There's the takedown, and now we got back points. It's getting close. Thomas does a great job fighting off his back. 3 near fall points for Ryan Haymaker. Thomas hit a nice high crotch. Rice just sucked him up and he falls to his back and does a little elevator, and they flip all the way over, and Rice comes out on top for the takedown and 3 points near fall. Score now is 6-0. He started with an escape. Rice just riding you tough with a good tight waist. I think Thomas is a little bit shell-shocked there. It kind of surprised everybody in the gym. Not much action. We're down to under 30 seconds left here in the second period. Rice Haymaker of Collinsville leads 6-0. Collinsville's in the red singlet and red on your scoreboard. Not much action. The official stalemates it. We'll go back to the center with 14 seconds left. Tedrick really needs to get an escape right here to get back in this match. Explodes up. Rice follows him. Stops his motion. Back down to the mat with 10 seconds. Looks like he's going to ride him out here. Tough decision for Coach Cook. Tedrick didn't have much chance getting away from him right there. We put him down or go on his feet. Coach Cook says, hey, let's go back on our feet. So 6-0 starts the third period. Rice Haymaker of Collinsville's ahead.
And it is indeed a technical win for making stop for Sand Springs. They are first up in the clock.
Picking up some foot motion, trying to get something going. Rice is just standing in a good position. Haymaker just got to stay in good position here. He's got a 6-point lead. Thomas is almost going to have to take him to his back to get back into this. Not much going on. We're just tied up on that elbow.
Checking in here.
Ear to ear, it kind of stops a lot of offense. The tighter you're in there like that. Haymaker's just kind of sitting on the edge of the mat. A good place to be with a 6-point lead. He's got his back to the outside, out of bounds. Not in a hurry. Thomas is creating a little motion, but he's not doing anything with it. We're down under a minute. Cardinals need to start off to a good start here. I think they're going to have to forfeit a weight about 170. It looks like they're going to be void there. So for all practical purposes, they're down by 6 as we start this match. Team score is actually 0-0. But as a coach, you realize that if you're going to have to give up a weight, you got to make up those points someplace. Down to 30 seconds left. Still 6-0. Rice Haymaker of Collinsville is leading. Did it with one takedown in the second period. Down to 15 seconds. Not much action this period, a lot of motion.
1:07 is the time of fall.
They go off the mat with 3 seconds left. And that'll be it for your 152-pound match. Your winners from Collinsville, Rice Haymaker. He wins 6-0. Your team score now will be 3-0 for Collinsville. You're watching the 2017 5A State Dual Championships.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Oklahoma City Community College, now is power. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Weoki Credit Union, and by the Chickasaw Nation. For more information, visit profilesofenation.com.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to imagine what you can do in the all-new Ford Super Duty.
Let's crank it on up, yeah, till the sun comes up, yeah. Let me hear you say truck.
Sir, what do you think?
This is my truck.
Ford Super Duty 2017 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Now on top of all current offers, get 1,000 Trade Assist cash plus no payments for 90 days on Super Duty at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Get a little entertainment for $10. Watch a lot of entertainment for $10. With Cox Extras, you can get premium channels like Showtime for as little as $10 more a month. Learn more at cox.com/extras.
Hey, did I get it all? Yeah?
Okay, we're Cox Channel Ford Game of the Week coverage of the 2017 5A Dual State Championship continues from Fire Lake Casino. This is Mike Clark, your host, and we're in our second match of the day at 160 pounds. This will be Eli Tanner from Collinsville, and from Lawton Mac, it'll be Hunter Jump. Eli Tanner gets a single leg. He's circling around. He still hadn't scored points yet, and there he gets his takedown. They go off the mat. Down to about a minute and a half left in the second match at 160 pounds. Eli actually weighed in at 152, but they bumped him up here. Coaches are trying to tell Eli, let's cut him loose, let's go on our feet. We took him down pretty quick. We need to put some points up. So we're at 2-1. He gets his choice, and if he says bring him up, they'll just start him up, and they'll give Lawton Mac, Hunter Jump a point. So we're at 2-1. Action continues in the center of the mat. Eli's working a snap down, looking to raise Hunter up a little bit. Hunter hits a nice throw by. Eli into a high crotch, trying to finish on a single. They get to the edge of the mat. Hunter puts a good hip lock on him, trying to fight it off. Eli goes up to the head, loses grip, and they go out of bounds. Good battle right there. Good flurry. 45 seconds here in the first period. Collinsville is in the red. Eli Hunter from Collinsville, and Hunter Jump is in the gold for Lawton MacArthur. Down to about 30 seconds left. Collinsville won the first match 6-0 and lead the team score 3-0. Eli hits a snap down. He's still trying to, both guys are trying to create an angle. They're moving each other, trying to look for a good shot. A lot of times you just don't make big mistakes. You saw that in the last match. One mistake cost Tedrick Thomas the match. And that's it. Nice little flurry at the end. We go into the second period. It's 2-1. Lawton Mac will have their choice. And Hunter Jump will go down, trailing by 1 point. Eli's going to try to ride him a little bit here, maybe look to turn. Goes ahead and cuts him loose. We're at a tie, 2-2. Back on our feet. Hunter's trying to tie up his arms a little bit. Each guy's trying to create position. Hunter takes a long shot from way outside. Eli counters it, and they go off the mat. Nice counter by Eli. Hunter gave up a little position on that shot. He's real tall and long. A lot of times he can get by with that, but he just couldn't get his hips and his feet back underneath him. as he came up, Eli just followed it with a shot, and they went out of bounds. No score, good flurry. Back to center with 1:20 left. Hunter's trying to snap him down there a little bit. Eli staying in good position. Both men are in good position. Eli caught him early with a nice shot and finished it. That's the difference in the match. Hunter's had an escape in the first period, an escape to start the second period to tie the score at 2-2. We're in the 160-pound class. This is the second match of the night. Down to about 40 seconds left. Both young men trying to create some offense here. Doing a little hand fight. Down to about 20 seconds left. Again, Collinsville's leading the match 3-0. So they won the first match. Collinsville in the red, Lockmack in the gold. Down to 10 seconds left in the second period. It's all tied up at 2-2 in this match. That's the way it's going to end. 2-2 as we start the third period. It'll be Eli Tanner's choice from Collinsville. He's going to go down. We're in the 160-pound match, tied up at 2-2. The third period, here we go. Eli explodes to his feet. Hunter drops him down to the mat. Eli comes right back up. Hunter just cuts him loose, says, let's go back on our feet. We're at 3-2. Eli's leading based on a takedown in the first period. Hunter's had a couple of escapes. Back to the center of the mat. Both guys are hand fighting, looking to create some position, trying to create an angle to attack off of. Changing level, moving their feet, looking for any opportunity to score. They're going to have to put some moves together. Both these athletes are too good athletes just to score on one move. Hunter tries to snap down and kind of fakes a shot attack. But he just doesn't get Eli out of position enough that he feels confident going at it. Down to 1:05 left in the third period. Collinsville Cardinals in the red with Eli Tanner. Lockmack in the gold with Hunter Jump. Hunter takes a shot, backs out. Comes to the Russian, tries to go underneath it, and they go off the mat. Coach Bobby Cook is telling Hunter, he said, you're going to have to get it up. You're going to have to pick it up a little bit. Down to 48 seconds left. Match score is 3-2. Collinsville's ahead in this match with Eli Tanner. Got a first period takedown. Down to 30 seconds. Hunter takes a shot from outside. It's just not much of a setup there. He can't get close enough because he's not getting Eli off balance. He's not getting a good enough angle. Eli's on the edge of the mat, not in a real hurry to get back in the center. He does get hit for a stall in there for kind of playing the edge. We got 14 seconds left. Hunter's got to figure out a way to get by there. Don't see him getting another stalling call here, but unless Eli just turns and runs, which he's not going to do that. He's just going to do some hand fighting down to 4 seconds, and that's going to be it. Final score, 3-2 for Eli Tanner of Collinsville. That makes the team score 6-0. You're watching the 2017 5A State Dual Championships.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. Wendy's, home of the Baconator. Harvest Bank. Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center. And by the Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to imagine what you can do in a Ford F-150.
Let's crank it on up, yeah, till the sun comes up. Yeah, let me hear you say
Sir, nice truck, huh?
Whoa.
Yeah, we get that a lot.
Ford F-Series, America's best-selling trucks. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on F-150 during Truck Month at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Did you know that elephants could get sunburned?
I didn't know that. They should be careful.
Get a little entertainment for $5.
Want to watch another?
Absolutely.
Record a lot of entertainment for $5. With Cox Extras, you can record your favorites with Contour DVR for as little as $5 more a month. Learn more at cox.com/extras.
When do our voices stop doing this?
I don't know.
Are you looking to hire new employees? 2017 is the year to switch. Switch to ericsjobs.com, where job postings are only $25. Need an engineer? Check. Need a food service person? Check. Need an administrative assistant? Check. ericsjobs.com has the best candidates. Free for job seekers and great for business. ericsjobs.com. $25 job postings.
Cox Channel 4 Game of the Week coverage of the 2017 5A Dual State Championships continues from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma. We just came back to the 170-pound match where Lawton Mack's Nick Mahan got a forfeit. And so now the team score is going to be 6 to 6. After the forfeit, you're watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championships.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Oklahoma City Community College, now is power. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Weoki Credit Union. And by the Chickasaw Nation. For more information, visit profilesofanation.com.
Cox Channel 4 Game of the Week coverage of the 2017 5A Dual State Championship continues at Fire Lake Casino in Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Mike Clark, your host, and we're at the 182-pound match, and we're all tied up in the team score 6-6. We're at the 182-pound match. We're Brandon Jordan of Collinsville and Christian Maldonado from Lawton Mack. Christian just started off with a takedown. He leads 2-0 as we a minute 45 into the first period. Just gets his legs in, kind of stretching him out there. If you're just joining us, Collinsville is in the red singlet. That's Brandon Jordan from Collinsville. And from Lawton Mack is Christian Maldonado. Team score right now is 6-6. Collinsville came out and won the first two matches, and then they forfeited the 170-pound match. Now we're at 182. Brandon Jordan and Christian Maldonado. Christian Maldonado got an early takedown, and he's been riding him out. Got double legs in, he's got him stretched out there. Coach Vance Cornelison calls a stalemate. Now go back to the middle with about 50 seconds left in this first period. Maldonado riding him tough. He's got his tight waist in this time.
Stop again for blood here on mat 4, class 6A.
Down to about 30 seconds left. Scores 2-0 here in the first period. Christian Maldonado is trying to ride him out there. Looks like he's got a near side cradle. Didn't feel like he was comfortable enough to turn him over. Didn't want to take a chance. Really important for him to take a 2-point lead in the second period. That'll be the end of your first period. Christian Maldonado of Lawton Mack in the gold singlet leads 2-0. And it'll be his choice. Coach Bobby Cook said, let's go down. See if we can extend that lead. Brandon Jordan's on top in the red singlet for Collinsville. Maldonado comes to his feet. Brandon chops down to a single leg. The official's telling him to move him. He's got a few seconds that they want him back on the mat. Looks like Maldonado got his leg free. He's about to get one, and there it is. Gets an escape. Then he circles up the arm, goes behind Brandon for a takedown. That makes it 5-0. Then he cuts Brandon loose. It's 5-1. We're in the second period. We're 30 seconds into the second period. Christian trying to work a takedown, but they go off the mat. Christian Maldonado, Lawton Mack leads 5-1 here in the second period, 182 pounds. Team scores tied up at 6-all. Collinsville in the red singlet. Lawton Mack in the gold. Bobby Cook wanting a warning call. Maldonado hits a little throw by, drops down to the legs. Brandon Jordan does a great job of locking in the crotch, trying to hold him off. Christian's not panicking. Neither one of these guys is panicking. They're both in pretty tough positions. Maldonado's kind of going to go to the head. Goes to the head and he loses everything. They come back to their feet even. That was one of those moves. If he gets it, he may get a fall. But when he gives up the legs, he gives up the takedown. They're back on their feet on the edge of the mat. We're 25 seconds. Stalemated. Let's go back to the center. Scores 5-1. Christian Maldonado of Lawton Mack leads. Brennan Jordan of Collinsville. Team score is 6-all. Collinsville won the first two opening matches. And then they forfeited to Lawton Mack at the 170-pound match, tied it up. We're in the 182-pound match as we end up in the second period, 5-1, Lawton Mack. Collinsville, Coach Wes Harding says, hey, you want to go up? He says, yep, let's stay on our feet here. Maldonado in on a shot. Brennan does a nice little roll through counter. They're back in a pretty tough situation. They each got each other's feet. We're going to hold on here and probably get a stalemate unless one of them can improve their position. You got my ankle, I got yours. As long as I don't let go, you're not letting go, so we'll start over. Minute 33. Coach Harding giving some encouragement, some direction. Let's see if that'll help Brennan. Down to about a minute 25. The action slowed down a little bit here. Last part of the second period. First minute of the third period. Not a lot of action, still 5-1. Out of bounds. Brennan Jordan kind of grabbed his leg. I don't know if he's cramping up there. Looks like just a cramp. Coach Harding's going to try to stretch him out. We got a timeout. This is their second match of the day. Collinsville won the first match, which was actually the semifinals. They beat Altus 40-30. Lawton Mack down Coweta, you're the defending dual state runner-up, or champions. Lawton Mack beat Coweta 45-30. We're here in the 182-pound match. We've got Brandon Jordan, who's back on his feet again, trying to work out a cramp in one of his legs. And Christian Maldonado of Lawton Mack, who leads 5-1. Team score again is 6-all. We're back in action, center of the map. Down to about 1:05 left in the final period, 182 pounds. Lawton Mack is ahead of this match, 5-1. Brennan Jordan of Collinsville in the red singlet, trying to figure out a way to take Christian Maldonado down. He's probably going to have to get some back points. Maldonado hits a high crotch, sets him on his hip. Brennan locks in the crotch and trying to slide around him. Brandon Jordan gets the takedown, and then Maldonado spins out right on the edge of the mat to get a reversal. So we're at 7-3. Nice action. It all started with a high crotch that Christian Maldonado hit. Brandon Jordan did a great job of countering. Got the takedown. Christian didn't waste any time, hit a stand up, spun out, came back around him right there on the edge of the mat. 7-3, Christian Maldonado of Lawton Mack. If he hangs on, this will give Lawton Mack their first lead of the match. Plenty of big matches coming up. Down to 13 seconds. Got a stalling call there, the second one. That'll give Christian another point. And that should do it for a 182-pound match. Christian Maldonado is your winner, 8-3 over Brennan Jordan of Collinsville. That will make the team score. Lawton Mack 9, Collinsville 6. You're watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championships.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
You're not gonna make it.
Do you think you can make it?
Make it every time.
Nice.
Going further to keep drivers moving freely. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on our full line of SUVs. Visit us online or see your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Harold, I switched to Cox and turned our home phone into a smartphone.
Lois, that's not possible.
Yes, it is. It's a home smartphone.
You're talking crazy, honey. There are home phones and there are smartphones.
But now we get readable voicemail and TV caller ID.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
And it's better than our old home phone. It even saves us $10 a month.
That's a smartphone, Lois. That's a smartphone.
Get a home smartphone with Cox Digital Telephone, just $9.99 a month with free Pro install.
Attention blood clot filter patients. Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may be entitled to a cash award, even if you haven't suffered side effects yet. Call the Gold Shield Group now at 800-828-1109 to see if you qualify for a cash award. That's 800-828-1109.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. Wendy's, home of the Baconator. Harvest Bank. Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center. And the Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
Cox Channel Ford Game of the Week coverage of the 2017 5A Dual State Championship continues from here at Fire Lake Casino in Shawnee, Oklahoma. This is Mike Clark, and we're in the 195-pound match in Lawton. MacArthur's Mark Hill gets a 17-second fall. We couldn't even get through the introductions. Mark Hill of Lawton Mack gets a 17-second fall. And that will be a 15-6 lead for Lawton Mack. You're watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championship.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. Oklahoma City Community College, now is power. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. The Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better. Weoki Credit Union. And by the Chickasaw Nation. For more information, visit profilesofenation.com.
Is that your husband? Oh no, it's my house. I have Cox Home Life, so my house lets me know how it's doing. So thoughtful. Cameras show me inside and out. So open with me. I can turn on lights.
Lexi, you're acting like you're in love with your house.
That's crazy.
Cox Home Life helps your home take care of you for as low as $29.99 a month. Ask about a free HD camera and Pro install.
This is an important medical message from the Pain Management Network. Do you suffer from severe back or knee pain, making even the most simple everyday activities difficult? Well, if you're on Medicare, we have great news. You can now receive a pain-relieving knee or back brace at little or no cost to you. These amazing braces have helped hundreds of people just like you enjoy the activities they love without pain. Call the Pain Management Network right now.
Call 800-293-7862.
We'll handle the paperwork with Medicare for free. All the shipping and customer service is free, and the call to check your eligibility is free. We also have braces available for shoulders, ankles, and wrist. Imagine all the activities you're missing out on because of your back or knee pain. Isn't it worth making a free phone call to feel better? If you're suffering from knee or back pain, if you're on Medicare and would like a pain-relieving brace, call the Pain Management Network right now.
Call 800-293-7862.
Friendly operators are standing by 24/7.
You're watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championship. The Cox Channel 4 Game of the Week coverage of the 2017 5A Dual State Championship continues. Fire Lake Casino in Shawnee, Oklahoma. We just had a 17-second fall by Lawton Max, Mark Hill. And now we're there in the 220-pound match where Brandon Lawton just gets a takedown. He's working to turn Tress Sexton. Tress Sexton is the 220-pounder for Collinsville. He's actually in the blue singlet. We got to change the singlets here. Brandon Lawton is in the gold singlet. He's ahead 2-0. The team score right now is Lawton Mack 15-6. And Lawton Mack's going crazy. Brandon Lawton throws him to his back. It looks tight. And there's the fall. 2 falls in a row. That one was in a 59-second. That will give Lawton Mack a 21-6 lead. You're watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championship.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. Wendy's, home of the Baconator. Harvest Bank. Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center. And by the Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to imagine what you can do in the all-new Ford Super Duty.
Let's crank it on up, yeah, till the sun comes up, yeah. Let me hear you say truck.
Sir, what do you think?
This is my truck.
Ford Super Duty 2017 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Now on top of all current offers, get 1,000 trade assist cash plus no payments for 90 days on Super Duty at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Get a little entertainment for $5. Stream a lot of entertainment for $5. With Cox Extras, you can get faster speeds to stream more. Get an internet upgrade for as little as $5 more a month. Learn more at cox.com/extras.
We all need clean water, but in too many of our communities, pollution threatens drinking water supplies, threatens the places where we swim, fish, and paddle. If we stand up together, we will ensure our children and grandchildren can enjoy a future of clean water and healthy rivers. Rivers are resilient. All they need is a fighting chance. Visit AmericanRivers.org/cleanwater to find out how you can make a difference.
This is the Cox Channel 4 Game of the Week coverage of the 2017 5A Dual State Championship continues from Fire Lake Casino. This is Mike Clark, your host, and we're moving right along. We've had two falls from Lawton Mac at 195 and 220. We're now at 285, where Lawton Mac's Montana Phillips and Collinsville Dylan Dobbs are on the mat. Lawton Mac leads 21-6. Collinsville started out winning the first two matches. Oh, we got a slam. We got a slam. Montana Phillips hits a nice shot, picks him up, and brings him back. Anytime you pick a young man up off the mat, you're responsible for his safe return to the mat. And Dylan Dobbs is down. These big heavyweights, big, strong guys. Sometimes they don't realize their own power. We got a timeout here. 0-0. Montana Phillips hits a nice shot into a bear hug, comes around him, picks him up, he's trying to take him to the mat, and he just brings him down a little bit hard. So no points other than the penalty point that Dylan Dobbs will get here. 1-0. We're in the 285-pound match. Give you a quick recap. We started out at 152, where Rice Haymaker defeated Tedrick Thomas 6-0. At 160, Eli Tanner of Collinsville defeated Hunter Jump 3-2. At 170, Collinsville forfeited to Lawton Mac. At 182, Christian Maldonado was a winner at 8-3. At 195, Mark Hill got a quick fall. And then at 220, Brandon Lawton got a pretty quick fall as well. Both those guys from Lawton Mac. And we're waiting. Dylan Dobbs seems to be back on his feet. And we're ready to go. Glad to see Dylan's okay. Tough job right there. Montana just, sometimes these kids get so excited and wrapped up in a big match, they just kind of, that adrenaline gets going. He just picked him up, brought him back to the mat, kind of hard. It's 1-0 based on an illegal move. Dylan Dobbs leads 1-0. We're a minute 15 into the first period at heavyweight, 285-pound class. Kind of the same move, but you saw Montana do a great job of controlling all that weight going back down the mat. He gets a takedown, scores 2-1 with a minute left in the first period. And you got Dylan Dobbs, Collinsville. Dylan is in the red singlet on bottom. And Montana Phillips from Lawton Mac is on top in the gold singlet. 2-1. Montana's riding him tough. Looking to get a bar from the far side. Dylan's trying to work his way to his feet, gave up his arm. Gave up the arm. Montana was able to roll him over. He just caught him and he got some fall there. 3 straight falls for Collinsville. That gives you the score of 27-6. You're watching the 2017 5A State Duals Championships. The Cox Channel Ford Game of the Week coverage of the 2017 5A Dual State Championship continues here from Fire Lake Casino in Shawnee, Oklahoma. This is Mike Clark, and we're getting ready to start the 106-pound match. At 106, for Collinsville, we got Rocky Stevens, and for Lock Mac, we got Wyatt Adams. This looks to be a good match. They get in a lock, and Collinsville, Rocky Stevens has got him on his back. Wyatt is trying to bridge out. Looks like he made it to the out of bounds, but not before giving 5 points up. Rocky with a takedown and 3 near fall. I believe Rocky's a freshman. I thought I saw him last weekend at the junior high state tournament. Seems like he was in the finals. (106). We got Rocky Stevens with a 5-0 lead. Wyatt Adams gets an escape to make it 5-1. We're minute 23, and we've had a lot of action just to start this thing.
Short time to go here in the match. Period 2 in Class 6A.
Rocky Stevens is in the red singlet. Wyatt Adams in the gold. Now it's working ahead a little bit into a single leg shot. Both in an over and under. Wyatt tries to step around. Both guys have the same advantages. They're just trying to improve. Wyatt hits a nice throw. The official gave it, but give credit to Rocky Stevens, who squared up real quick, and the official took it away, said, no, we did not have control. Nice call, good call. Nice throw by Wyatt. He just ran out of room. If he can secure that, he probably scores more than 2 there if they're in the middle of the match, but on the edge, he couldn't hang on to it. Down to 30 seconds left. Rocky Stevens leads 5-1. Rocky's trying to circle him up, nothing yet. He's behind him, he's got to put him on the mat, and he does. 7-1. And there's some back points and a tight tilt. He's just about got him right there. That new tight waist tilt, nothing new about it, but you see a lot of kids hitting that. I probably saw that a dozen times last week at the junior high state, and I think Rocky was the one that hit it more than anybody. 10-1, great period for Rocky Stevens of Collinsville. Coach Harding's got to be happy with that first period right there. This could be a rematch here in a couple weeks at the state tournament, because both these guys are 2 of the best kids in this weight class. (10-1). Starting the second period. Rocky Adams of Collinsville, I think, has kind of surprised this crowd here with his first period, ripping off 10 points, including 2 back points. But Wyatt has not stopped. Wyatt hits a nice fireman. He's got a tight arm. He's going to have to figure out a way to get some back points to get back in this. Scores 10-3 here. Riding him tough. Team scores 27-6. Lock Mac. They've had 3 consecutive falls and a forfeit. Wyatt's still riding him tough, looking for a way to turn him. Rocky's trying to get up to his feet there, and he does, and they go out of bounds. Rocky Stevens in the red singlet from Collinsville leads 10-3, and he'll go down with about 50 seconds left here in the second period. Wyatt Adams back on top. Kind of riding that spiral with a good tight half and a bar on the far side. Trying to crank him over there. He's trying to tuck his head underneath him. He's probably going to have to get his chest back a little bit. It's a lot of leverage right there. Down to about 28 seconds. Wyatt's riding him tough. Rocky tries to come to his feet. He's got hand control and he's up. Wyatt drops down to a single leg and gives him one with 12 seconds left. That gives Rocky an 11-3 lead. So we end the second period. Wyatt Adams will go down the third period. Scores 11-3. Block Mac is leading the duel right now, 27-6. Those of you joining us late, we started at 152 pounds. We're now at 106. Where Rocky Stevens of Collinsville is leading Wyatt Adams of Block Mac, 11-3 in the third period. Rocky's got a bar. He's got a really good tilt off that bar. And he's working on it. Wyatt's got to clear his arm before he can do anything. Rocky's got it pulled up tight. He's not in a hurry to turn him. A lot of times this tilt that they're using, they go across their back, and just no reason to do that right now. Rocky moves up. Wyatt hits a sit out and cut back. Rocky's kind of got him hung up there, trying to get some back points. And Wyatt comes out. No back points, but he had him in a bad spot there for a second. 11-4, we're down to a minute left in the third period. Wyatt hit a fireman earlier. He's kind of hanging on that left arm. He's going to have to go to back points. He goes back to his fireman. Rocky does a great job blocking with his head. Stops the move and they go out of bounds. Down to 41 seconds left. 11-4. Rocky Stevens of Collinsville leads it. What may be a surprise, he had a great first period takedown, 2 sets of back points, scored 10 points the first period. It slowed down a little bit, but he's still attacking. High crotch to a double leg, cuts it across, takes him down for another takedown. It's going to be big. Now we're at a major decision, 13-4. Wyatt needs to score 2. Official hits him for stalling. He felt like he was hanging onto his legs too long. You got to move up. Down to 10 seconds left. I think the officials were checking to see if that was the first or second. There's been too much action in this one to have 2 stalling calls. Down to 13 seconds, and Wyatt trying to come to his feet. And that'll be it. Final score at 106. Rocky Stevens, somewhat of a surprise, 13-4. You're watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championships.
Did you know that elephants could get sunburned? I didn't know that. Nature, be careful.
Get a little entertainment for $5.
Want to watch another?
Absolutely.
Record a lot of entertainment for $5. With Cox Extras, you can record your favorites with Contour DVR for as little as $5 more a month. Learn more at cox.com/extras.
When do our voices stop doing this?
I don't know.
Attention blood thinner users. Thousands of blood thinner users may have been exposed to serious risk by these dangerous medications. If your loved one took Xarelto or Pradaxa and suffered serious internal bleeding, call right now. Call Nightline Legal to speak with an experienced attorney for a free consultation. If we don't win, there is no fee. There are time deadlines to file a claim, so don't wait. Call right now.
Call 1-800-898-1341. Again, that's 1-800-898-1341. This is important news for anyone who had hernia repair with mesh reinforcement and suffered injuries such as infection, chronic pain, movement or failure of the mesh, organ damage, or needed additional surgery. If you or a loved one suffered injury from mesh used in hernia repair, call the law offices of Davis & Crump at the number below right now to find out if you're eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Our first consultation is free, and we don't get paid unless you get paid. Call now. Operators are standing by.
Cox Channel Ford Game of the Week coverage of the 2017 5A State Dual Championship continues from Fire Lake Casino here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. We're at 113-pound class where Caleb Tanner of Collinsville has started things off with a quick takedown. From Lawton Mac, we got Billy Gonzalez, and Caleb's already got him on a tilt. Tight waist, bar arm tilt. Gets 2 more points and he leads 4-0. Team score is now 27-10. As Rocky Stevens at 106 gets a major decision over Wyatt Adams. We're down to about 1 minute and 8 left. We're in the 113-pound match. Again, we started at 152. Caleb is looking to turn him over. Got up on the head there and cranked a little bit. He's got a bar arm. He's coming back with a tilt. He runs it. Nope, clears it out. Billy Gonzalez is trying to make his way to his feet and does. Just doesn't get hand control, and Caleb Tanner throws him back down to the ground. We've got about 30 seconds left. Caleb Tanner of Collinsville leads this one 4-0 at 113. There's that tilt. Kind of on the edge of the mat. Billy Gonzalez is doing a good job. Caleb has thrown 3 or 4 pinholes at him, and he's fought most of them off. Got 14 seconds left here in the first period. Billy Gonzalez is still down. Tries a little roll. That really sets up that tight waist tilt. He's going to have to be careful of that. Caleb's got a good tight waist on him. He's going to ride out this first period. And that'll be it, 4-0. Caleb with a takedown and a tilt. That first period lead 4-0. He's going to defer. It'll be Lawton Mack's choice. And Billy's going to go down to start this second period.
And we're with the takedown. We now lead 6-2.
Starting the second period. I don't know where we left off the first. Gonzalez seems to be having problems underneath. Caleb's got both legs in, trying to stretch him out. Got good pressure on his hips. Going to try to get that half in or work an arm out. Got a bar, and he's trying to lift him back in his lap, pull him back for a tilt. Billy's doing a good job staying in good position. Now he's got that half in, trying to stretch him out there, and he gets him over. He's going to get some back points out of this one. Catches that arm. Now he's got both arms underneath him. Billy's trying to stay up on that head. If he comes off his head, he may be in trouble. He gets an arm out, and he gets back to his belly. It's 3 near fall for Caleb Tanner. Now Caleb goes right into a cross-face cradle. Can't get it locked up, but he just keeps working on top. Score 7-0. Caleb Tanner of Collinsville. Started with a takedown and a turn. And he's finished it this second period with another turn. Really starting to wear Billy Gonzalez's neck out. You can see Billy dropping his head, and that's helping Caleb with his half. Down to about 30 seconds left here in the second period. Caleb's trying to ride him out here. He's got a seven-point lead. Trying to get that major. We're in the second period of 113 pounds. You got Collinsville Cardinals in the red with Caleb Tanner. You got Lawton Mack in the gold with Billy Gonzalez. Team scores 27-10. Lawton Mack. Down to 14 seconds left in the second period. Caleb is still trying to work those tilts, working the arms, just continually working on top. That ends the second period. It'll be Collinsville's choice. Coach Harding says, let's go down and keep putting points up. Caleb Tanner in the red singlet from Collinsville will be down. Billy Gonzalez on top. Caleb just explodes out of there. That gives him an 8-point lead, 8-0. If he can maintain that, that'll be an extra team point, which is going to be big before this is over. Billy Gonzalez hits a little high crotch and they go off the mat. Back to the center. Billy works into a Russian, trying to create an angle. Steps in front and they go down. Can't tell if anybody's in control yet. Billy's kind of sliding off. Eli's trying to shake him free and come out the back door. They give Green 2. He had the head, he had his legs, he had some supporting points down, but shortly after that, Billy fell off the top and Caleb Tanner comes back and reverses him. Now he's working on a tilt. He's got that tilt. 2 near fall. That's 12-2. We're down to under a minute left. 12-2 here in the third period at 113 pounds. It's been all Caleb Tanner here. He's still working on that tilt. He's going to get another set of back points here. They go off the mat. That's going to be 2 and put him at 14-2. He needs 3 more points. He got 36 seconds. I think Caleb thought he might be cutting him loose, but he's not. Billy hits a nice little roll and comes out on top. Billy's trying to take something to his back. He's going to have to step outside the lines and hit something kind of flashy here. We got to figure out a way to get Caleb to his back, but Caleb just hadn't made a mistake. Scores 14-3. We're down to 15 seconds. Here's a kind of a neck wrench. That's going to be a takedown. That's going to make it 17-3. Or excuse me, 16-3 as time runs out. 16-3 for Caleb Tanner. That'll be a 4-point win. Team scores 27-14. You're watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championships.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
Breathing, let's go.
You make it protective.
A little faster?
You make it hard-working. You make it so everyone's happy. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get a new Ford Fusion with 0% financing for 72 months, plus 1,000 Ford credit bonus cash. Visit your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Harold, I switched to Cox and turned our home phone into a smartphone.
Lois, that's not possible.
Yes, it is. It's a home smartphone.
You're talking crazy. Honey, there are home phones and there are smartphones.
But now we get readable voicemail and TV caller ID.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
And it's better than our old home phone. It even saves us $10 a month.
That's a smartphone, Lois. That's a smartphone.
Get a home smartphone with Cox Digital Telephone, just $9.99 a month with free Pro install.
Attention parents and grandparents of young children. Gerber Life is accepting applications for their affordable Grow-Up Plan. The Grow-Up Plan gives your child $10,000 in whole life insurance protection now, then doubles automatically to $20,000 later at no extra cost. Free information will be sent to parents and grandparents who call now. Help give your child a head start for just pennies a day. Don't wait. Call now for free information.
Call 1-800-425-4270 or go to growplan.com.
Cox Channel 4 Game of the Week coverage of the 2017 5A Dual State Championship continues here from Fire Lake Casino, Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Mike Clark with you, and we're in the 120-pound match where Collinsville puts out Gunner Ham and Lawton Mack puts out Quentin Smith. Team score here is 27-14, Lawton Mack. Collinsville has won the last two matches. Trying to mount a comeback at 27-14. We started at 152 pounds tonight. Gunner's deep in there to a bear hug. We saw the cement mixer earlier. This time by Lawton Mack, and he gives up a takedown. Didn't work quite as well for him. Gunner Ham with the first points of the match. Leads 2-0. Over Quentin Smith of Lawton Mack. They go back to the center. Got a minute 3 left here in the first period, 2-0 Collinsville. Collinsville's in the red singlet, and they're also red on the scoreboard. Nice little toe trap, Quentin Smith, and he's back on top with a leg in. Scores 2-2. Gunner started with a takedown. Quentin's got a reverse. He's got a leg in, trying to break him down. Gunner's trying to break free from that leg. Quentin's trying to put the splits on him. Just can't get his hips to break over there. We're down to 20 seconds in the first period. Goes back to a cross face. Down to 10 seconds. Gunner's got to watch turning in. Quentin looks like he'd like to get that cradle there. The time runs out, 2-2 in the 120-pound match. Gunner Ham of Collinsville and Quentin Smith of Lawton Mack. Looks like Quentin's going to go back down. Didn't have much trouble getting out a while ago. See what he does this time. Trying to work his way to his feet. Gunner's kind of looking for that far side cradle. Trying to break him over. Can't see if he's got it locked up. It looks like he may have it locked up there. Nope. Quentin hit a nice little toe trap earlier. Tried it again there. Just couldn't get his hips back over it. Gunner's riding him tough. We're down to about a minute 20 left in the second period. It's all tied up at 2. Team scored 27-14. Lawton Mack leads it at this point. Quentin's gathered up an ankle. He's trying to crowd over it. Trying to get his head underneath it. If he can get his head underneath it, he's got his shoulder under it. Keeps working down. They're going to stalemate it if he doesn't improve here pretty quick.
12-1 advantage for Ward. So going to the final period.
Down to 48 seconds left. Gunner's trying to turn him out of that position. He's got a cradle locked up on the near side. But again, he's got his leg kind of hung up. Down to 30 seconds. Gunner looks like he's got that. His leg still hung up. Quentin kind of high legs over, trying to finish in a Peterson. Now he's just got to finish. Gunner's not panicking. He's hanging on. Quentin's trying to climb up him. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. We're down to about 9 seconds. And he awarded the takedown, it looked like. And that's it. Into the second period. Quentin did get a reverse there. He leads 4-2. Gunnar Ham will go down and see what he can do from bottom. Quentin got a chicken wing on him, trying to get it in. Gunnar does a great job coming to his feet. Goes to his feet, hits a switch. He's got Quentin in a bad way. He's got his arm hung up. Looks like Gunnar just trying to gather it up. They still got Quentin in control. Gunnar looks like he's trying to get a pinhole, and he's got a near side cradle for the reverse. That ties it up at 4. Quentin breaks the cradle. Gunnar right back to it. He's about to get him tilt over, and he's got him up, and there's a count. He's going to get back points here. He's got 3. Still in that cradle. Quentin's hanging onto that leg. I don't know. We're down to a minute left. Gunnar Ham of Collinsville is going to be up 7-4. There's the awarding of the back points. Quentin Smith still down. They're going to stalemate to start over with 47 seconds left. Quentin Smith, the Lawton Mac will be down, and he's down by 3 in the match. Lawton Mac leads the match 27-14. 45 seconds left. It's a pretty big match here. Gunnar's done a great job with the cradles. Now he's got a far side cradle. He's got to be careful here. He's trying to scoop that ankle and walk it, and he's done a good job. He's got him busted to his hip. Now he's just got to suck him back to his lap. Down to 20 seconds. Gunnar's not in a hurry. He could just soon ride him out. 3 points is not going to get him anything. He just doesn't want to give up position and allow Quentin Smith back in the match. We're down under 10 seconds left. Looks like this one's going to end 7-4 for Gunnar Ham of Collinsville. That will make the team score 27-17 to watch the 2017 5A State Dual Championships.
Is that your husband? Oh no, it's my house. I have Cox Home Life, so my house lets me know how it's doing. So thoughtful. Cameras show me inside and out. So open with me. I can turn on lights.
Lexi, you're acting like you're in love with your house.
That's crazy.
Cox Home Life helps your home take care of you for as low as $29.99 a month. Ask about a free HD camera and pro install.
Attention! Surgically implanted blood clot filters are potentially life-threatening. The FDA has received nearly 1,000 reports of serious side effects related to surgically implanted blood clot filters. Some filters are prone to breaking, resulting in pieces of the filter moving through the body and causing internal bleeding. If you had surgery to implant a blood clot filter, you may have fragments of the device embedded in your body. Side effects sometimes don't appear right away, so even if you haven't suffered side effects yet, you may qualify for a cash award. Call 800-481-3506. That's 800-481-3506. If you suffered internal bleeding, a punctured internal organ, were told your blood clot filter cannot be removed, required additional surgery to repair damage caused by the filter, or if a loved one died, you may qualify for a cash award. There are tight deadlines for filing a claim, so even if you haven't suffered side effects yet, call 800-481-3506. 800-481-3506. That's 800-481-3506.
Okay, we're back with the Cox Channel's 4 Game of the Week. Coverage of the 2017 5A State Dual Championships in the Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Beautiful site for all 4 of the classes for their Dual State Championship. I'm Mike Clark, your host. We're at the 126-pound match where Xavier Kohlers of Collinsville will be taking on, looks like Trey Longacre of Lawton Mac. Looks like they bumped Trey up from 120 to wrestle the 126-pound match. Xavier hits a nice little spin into a single leg. He's trying to finish it. And he gets 2 as they go off the mat. Xavier Kohlers with your first takedown for Collinsville. They lead 2-0. Officials are going to talk about control. Did he have it? He had the single leg up in the air, and Trey Longacre hit a little roll, and they went to the side. And I think there was some question as whether he had control or not. And they're discussing it now. They've got 2 points on the board. Let's see if they wave it off. They say, yep, we agree. It's 2 takedown, and we'll continue. 1:20 left in the first period. Trey Longacre goes down. Xavier bumps it with a good tight waist. Team scored 27-17. We started at 152 pounds. Xavier Kohlers looking to fall. He's got that cross face and tied up the arm. Trying to work his way to the knee, cradle him up there. Trey Longacre's not having any part of it right now. Down to 45 seconds left in the first period. 2-0, Xavier Kohler. Collinsville in the red singlet, also red on your scoreboard. There's that tight waist tilt. Kind of rolls out of it. We're down to 25 seconds left here in the first period. Xavier Kohlers would like to ride him out here and keep that 2-point lead going into the second period. We're down to 15 seconds. Trey tries to come up. We're down to 3 seconds. It's going to end 2-0 here in the first period. Xavier Kohler with a takedown, rides him out. He's going to defer. Trey Longacre. Coach says go down or go neutral. Says I don't care. Says well, let's go neutral. Back to our feet. It's 2-0 second period. The 126-pound match. Max leading 27-17. Longacre had that same Russian earlier. Xavier spun out of it into a single leg, and that's how he got his first takedown. The only points on the board at this point in time. Xavier with a high crotch, cuts to a double, finishes it for a 4-0 lead. 126-pound match for Collinsville. Fire Lake Casino is a great place for this Dill State Championship. We got all 4 classes going at once here. Trey Longacre, Lawton Mack gets an escape. We're at 4-1, under a minute in the second period. Fire Lake Casino is very fan friendly. You got a great view. Watch all 4 of the matches from about any seat. Xavier gets another takedown here, leads 6-1. Down to 40 seconds left in the second period. I'm sure Coach Wes Harding would like to see him put more points on the board. Kind of cut that team deficit down a little bit. They're trailing by 10 points right now. Down to about 20 seconds left here in the second period. 6-1. Xavier Kohlers over Trey Longacre of Lawton Mack. Down to 5 seconds. Looks like we're going to ride him out here. We'll start the third period. Collinsville's leading 6-1 in this match, trailing by 10 in the overall match. Xavier's going to go down this third period. With Bobby Cook giving his wrestler last-minute directions here. See what they're going to do here. Xavier explodes out. Might have been a little quick. They're going to hit him for a caution. That's his first. You get two free ones. He'll start again. Comes right to his feet. Trey's trying to pick him up, puts him on the mat.
Sergeant. Getting that count.
Trey does a good job staying with him. Xavier comes back to his feet. Trey drops him back down. Xavier's trying to get hand control, and he does, and he comes out. Just a little hip heist there. Score 7-1. Xavier Kohler, Collinsville. Minute 30 left in the third period. A lot of action going on the other mats as well. Again, a great venue if you like wrestling. Come out here and watch all these matches going on. Class 3A, 4A, 5A, 6A finals going on. We've got Lawton Mac in Collinsville in a knockdown drag out here at 27-17. Lawton Mac. Lawton Mac's been getting a lot of bonus points. Xavier Kohler starts with a single, gathers up both legs, and they go out of bounds for a takedown. He leads 9-1. He's got an 8-point margin, which will give him another team point if he can maintain that. Xavier's riding, we're down under a minute, 9-1 in the third period.
Coming out for Sand Springs is Jack Firstetter.
Xavier working on that far side cradle.
For Broken Arrow to 1.
Here he goes. He's got him up, got it tight. Doing a good job sticking that knee in the side. He's kind of got the knee underneath him. He's got to get there. He goes, hips come off that leg. Now he's got to work on that near shoulder. The far shoulder's down. The near shoulder is one the official's looking at hard. Xavier changes off. He's going to get 3 out of it. They're down to under about 10 seconds left. He's got a 12-1 lead. And that's going to be the way it's going to end. Xavier Kohlers of Collinsville is going to win 12-1 to make the team score. Lawton Mac 27, Collinsville 21. You're watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championships from Fire Lake Arena in Shawnee.
Get a little entertainment for $5. Stream a lot of entertainment for $5. With Cox Extras, you can get faster speeds to stream more. Get an internet upgrade for as little as $5 more a month. Learn more at cox.com/extras.
Are you looking to hire new employees? 2017 is the year to switch. Switch to ericsjobs.com, where job postings are only $25. Need an engineer? Check. Need a food service person? Check. Need an administrative assistant? Check. ericsjobs.com has the best candidates. Free for job seekers and great for business. ericsjobs.com. $25 job postings.
This is important news for women who were administered chemotherapy intravenously for breast cancer and then suffered permanent hair loss. Some women administered the breast cancer chemotherapy drug Taxotere have suffered from permanent hair loss on scalp, eyebrows, and eyelashes. If you suffered permanent hair loss after chemotherapy for breast cancer, call the law offices of Davis & Crump right now to find out if you are eligible for a cash award and medical expenses. Call now. Operators are standing by.
Cox Channel 4 Game of the Week coverage of the 5A Dual State Championship continues here at Fire Lake Casino. We're in the 132-pound match. Lawton Mac's leading 27-21. Trying to figure out who these young men are. We've got Slater of Lawton MacArthur has been bumped up to 132. For Collinsville, we've got Connor Henson. And they're in a mess right now. They've each got each other's leg. It's like Collinsville's going to come out behind and get the takedown. Connor Henson of Collinsville starts things off with a takedown. We're at the 132-pound match. Again, we started at 152, so we're running out of time here. 132, Connor Henson of Collinsville gets the first points on the board. Marcus Slater weighed in at 126. They bumped him up to 32. Connor's doing a good job of riding. He's also looking for that far side cradle. Looks like he's about got it locked up. Marcus Slater fights out of it. Down to about 40 seconds left in this first period. Connor Henson. Connor also, these are both 26-pounders that's been bumped up. Collinsville people are yelling for a stall call. (27-21), Lawton Mack leads. Connor Henson gets a takedown to start this. We're down to 10 seconds. Connor hits him with a crossface, looking for that far side cradle. Slater staying in good position. We're going to end the first period 2-0. Connor Henson. It's Collinsville's choice. Coach Harding said, let's go down, put some more points up. 2-0. Actually, they said it was Lawton Mack's choice, so they turned to Lawton Mack and they said, let's defer. And we go back over to Collinsville. He says, I'll go down still. Marcus says, let's start up. Gives him an escape. We're going to start on our feet, so it's 3-0. Marcus Slater, Lawton Mack is in a white singlet. Connor Henson is in the red. Slater in on a single leg. They go off the mat. Again, these are both these young men weighed in at 126 and have been bounced up to 132. Connor Henson of Collinsville in the red hits a high crotch, sits him down, trying to work on the mat. He just ran out of real estate there. Connor Henson leads 3-0 in the second period, 132 pounds. Slater hits a nice double, but stops. Henson's trying to cut around the corner, get his leg in, and he does for a takedown. Nice counter by Connor Henson of Collinsville. Leads at 5-0. Collinsville's won the last few matches to get back in this thing. Scores 27-21. Lawton Mack still leads by 6. Connor Henson of Collinsville is going to try to close that margin down a little bit more. He's got the far side cradle hooked up. He's going to try to rock him back, and he does. Getting a count. He's got at least 2. Gets back around him, starts working again. 7-0. Connor Henson. Marcus looks a little bit more comfortable on his feet. He's just got to get up and get out of there. Down to about 20 seconds left in the second period. There's our second warning against Lawton Mack. That'll give a point for Connor Henson, and that'll make it 8-0. Connor right back to that far side cradle. That'll be it for the second period, 8-0. Again, Collinsville's in the red singlet. Marcus Slater, Lawton Mack is in the white. It's his choice, and he said, let's go back on our feet. The third period, 132 pounds. Connor hits a nice double leg, trying to finish it. Gathers him up with a back heel for another takedown. That gives him a 10-point lead. Trying to figure out if we want to keep looking for near fall. Lawton Mack's already been hit for stalling. And they go off the mat with 1:35 left. Connor Henson of Collinsville leads 10-0 right now. He's got a 4-point win if he can hang on to it. Like to get more. Cut that margin down a little bit. Drops down to layout. Breaks him down. Now he's got a near side cradle. He's got it locked up. Marcus pulls it off his head. He's trying to build a base. Down to 1:14. Connor's in control of the match. It has been the whole way. Takedowns, couple tilts. Good tough rides. Maintain a really good position. Down to under a minute. Lawton Mack again leads by 6, 27-21. There's another warning against Marcus Slater. Lawton Mack, that'll be a point. That puts him at 11. Really looking to get that technical fall. He needs 4 more points. Down to 35 seconds. Riding him tough. Down to 20. Collinsville people are looking for a stall, and there it is. This one will be a 2-point. That gives him 13 with 20 seconds. Marcus has got to do something here. I don't think they're just going to let him sit there. Down to 10 seconds. That should do it. 13-0, Connor Henson. That'll be a 4-point win. That'll make the team score 27-25. You're watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championships.
How do you become America's best-selling brand?
You're not going to make it.
Do you think you can make it?
Make it every time.
Nice.
Going further to keep drivers moving freely. That's Ford, and that's how you become America's best-selling brand. Now get 0% financing for 72 months on our full line of SUVs. Visit us online or see your Oklahoma Ford dealer today.
Get a little entertainment for $10. Watch a lot of entertainment for $10. With Cox Extras, you can get premium channels like Showtime for as little as $10 more a month. Learn more at cox.com/extras.
Hey, did I get it all? Yeah.
Chances are you or someone you know has fallen into the internal struggles of addiction. Be it alcohol, drugs, or any type of addiction, only you know if you have a problem. Addiction doesn't happen overnight. With Pure Living, you have somewhere to turn. Make the call now and get the confidential help you need. Don't let the pain of addiction ruin your life. Pure Living is here to help. Make the first step on your path to recovery today. Call the number below.
Cox Channel, Ford Game of the Week coverage of the 2017 FA Dual State Championship. Continues from Fire Lake Casino in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Rolling. Okay, we're at the 138-pound match, trying to figure out who's on the mat here. It looks like we've got Lawton Mack's Dylan Rowland. And from Collinsville, we got Jack Hammond. We've got 2 matches left, and we've got a 27-25 match. Lawton Mack leads it by 2 right now. Jack Hammond is in the red singlet for Collinsville. Dylan Rowland is in the gold singlet for Lawton Mack. Down to minute 11, first period. No score yet. Again, we started at 152. We're down to our last 2 weight classes, and we got a 2-point difference in the score. Dylan takes a shot from long range. Jack Hammond fights him off. Back to the center, doing a little hand fighting. They go off the mat with 43 seconds. It's a big match here. Collinsville's won the last few matches. Mack's trying to get back on top of it with a win. Down to 25 seconds left.
Choice to Broken Arrows. Pharmacies, the deferred. Ratcher starts out the bottom position, second period. A 2-0 lead.
0-0.
1 more. Stints lead now 3-0.
Both men trying to improve their position. Jack Hammond got a underhook. Tries to circle around it, but can't do it. Time runs out and we start the second period. Should be Collinsville's choice here. Collinsville will defer. Lawton Max, Dylan Rowland will go down. 0-0. Lawton Mack leads by 2, the 138-pound match, 5A dual state championship. May come down to the final match. We've got 2 matches left. Jack looks for that far side cradle, and when he does, Dylan comes right up and gets his first points. First points on the board for Dylan Rowland of Lawton Mack, 1-0 as we start our second period. Kids are still hand fighting here. Again, Lawton Mack last won a dual state championship, I believe, in 1990. Collinsville has won the last, 5 out of 6. They just didn't win last year. They're trying to get back on top. Been a great match. Both Wes Hart and Bobby Cook do a great job with both these teams. Jack Hammond stops the shot, tries to circle around him right on the edge. We're under a minute in the second period. It's 1-0. Dylan Rowland, Lawton Mack leads it with an escape to start this second period. Both men trying to get something going here. Rowland's doing a little touch and go. Kind of pops him on the shoulder and changes the level like he's going to shoot. Just can't find an opening yet. Jack Hammond shoots from outside, across the body, and Dylan tries to get around him, just can't. Jack is having some kind of problem with it looks like a wrist support that keeps falling down on his, or it's an elbow support that keeps falling down on his wrist. Rolling in on a shot on the edge of the mat, and they're out. You'll see Jack pull that back up. Some kind of arm goes all the way up his arm, but it keeps rolling down to his wrist. Down to 15 seconds left. Both wrestlers seem to be content to end the second period right where they're at. Start the third period will be Jack Hammond's choice. That'll be at 1-0. Dylan Rowland leads from Lawton Mack. Jack Hammond in the red singlet will go down, trailing by 1. As his team trails by 2 in the 138-pound match. Again, we started at 152, so we only got this match and one more. Hammond is out. It looked like he got his foot hung up and just kind of tripped and fell. Collinsville coaches are complaining about a locked hand. Coach Harding goes to the table. They're talking about a locked hands. Collinsville was on his feet, but it looked like he had his hands down. Lawton Mack may have had locked hands. They're going to talk about it. The official's got to make sure he sees it. A lot of times you think that probably happened, but if you don't see it, you really can't call it. That may have been what happened there. I wasn't sure that I saw it, but it did look like he sucked him up, but I can't tell from what position he was. So they go back down. Dylan Rowland's trying to ride him. He's got a 1-point lead. They go off the mat. About 1:39 left.
Seconds in the match.
1-0. Dylan Rowland of Lawton Mack leads it. He's on top riding. Jack Hammond's been about out a couple times. He's to his feet here trying to get hand control. Rowland picks him up, takes him back down. Looks like Rowland's going to try to ride him out to win this match. Neither one of them's had much success on their feet. 1:24 left. Looks like Sand Springs defeats Broken Arrow over there for the 6A title. I believe Tuttle won their title in the 4A. Somebody jumped here. I'm not sure who it was. Didn't see it. Warning given at the official. Vance Cornelison may have taken it himself. So both you guys get set. Jack Hammond gets hand control. Just about out. Rowland's trying to hang on to him, just can't do it. There's the one. Rowland tries to shoot in on him late, can't do it. We're tied up at 1 with 1:10. It's a big match right here. One to 1, under a minute left. Both tied up here. Neither one of them's come close on a takedown at this point in time. Jack backs up, look at the score clock, see how much time he's got. Nothing there. 41 seconds, they go back to the middle, 1 to 1. Lawton Mack is ahead by 2 with 2 matches left, this one and one more. We're in the third period, 138 pounds. Collinsville in the red singlet, Lawton Mack in the gold. Down to 30 seconds. Hammond takes a shot. Rowland tries to circle him up, can't catch him. Oh, he got him gathered up on the edge. Great flurry right there. Dylan tries to run around him for a takedown, and Hammond comes out. Dylan just chases him down and just kind of bulldogs him there at the edge of the mat. Gathers up both feet on the edge, and they award him 2 takedown. Coach Harding is going, he's questioning whether he was in control, whether he had both feet. Looks like the 5A match is the only one still wrestling right now, so we've got a crowd kind of gathering around watching. It's pretty heated. A great flurry right there. The official has to warn the coach when he comes and questions something like that, so you get a warning to Collinsville. You got 23 seconds left, and it will be a takedown for Dylan Rowland and Lawton Mack. 23 seconds, 3 to 1. Dylan's going to cut him loose. Makes it 3 to 2 with 15 seconds left. Hammond tries to hit a shot. Rowland counters it, and they go out of bounds with 12 seconds left. Hammond takes a low-level shot right off the whistle. Dylan backs up to the edge and drops to a single. He's going to try to gather it up. Got 2 seconds left. Looks like Dylan Rowland's going to win this. He's had 3 to 2 with 2 seconds. And that will end 3 to 2. Lawton Mack takes that victory with Dylan Rowland. You're watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championships.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to imagine what you can do in the all-new Ford Super Duty. Let's crank it on up, yeah, till the sun comes up, yeah. Let me hear you say truck.
Sir, what do you think?
This is my truck.
Ford Super Duty 2017 Motor Trend Truck of the Year. Now on top of all current offers, get $1,000 trade assist cash plus no payments for 90 days on Super Duty at your Oklahoma Ford dealer.
Did you know that elephants could get sunburned? I didn't know that. Nature, be careful.
Get a little entertainment for $5.
Want to watch another? Absolutely.
Record a lot of entertainment for $5. With Cox Extras, you can record your favorites with Contour DVR for as little as $5 more a month. Learn more at cox.com/extras.
When do our voices stop doing this? I don't know.
This message is for all Americans that owe $10,000 or more in back taxes to the IRS.
Call the number on your screen now and we will contact the IRS on your behalf, help you end wage garnishments, stop collection calls, remove tax liens, get rid of IRS and state tax penalties, and reduce the amount you owe if you qualify.
Let us take the stress of back taxes and the IRS off your shoulders so you can spend time on the important things in your life, like your family or your business. If you owe more than $10,000 in back taxes, call now and find out how we can help you.
Shawnee, Oklahoma. I'm Mike Clark on the final match of the night at 145 pounds for Collinsville is Nate Kime. And for Lawton Mack, Dakota Phillips. Lawton Mack leads by 5 points. Collinsville's going to have to get a fall to win this outright. If they tie, they'd have to go to criteria. I'm not sure where that would fall at this point in time. Lawton Mack 30-25, up by 5 as both teams put their final man out on the mat. Nate Kime deep on a single leg, trying to finish it. Trying to gather it up. No points, they're back on their feet. Dakota Phillips does a good job fighting that off. Down to about a minute left in this final match of the evening. Lawton Mack again ahead 30-25. Kime in a deep shot. Fireman's can't finish it. They're on the edge of the mat. Dakota drops down to a hip lock, grabs his own ankle. Nate Kime trying to improve the position. They go off with about 36 seconds left. Kime's had some great shots here, just can't finish one yet. These two guys this could be a state final match looking at it. Both of them highly ranked. Kime gets a hold of that leg, and this time he does score. He finishes it for a takedown with about 15 seconds left. Dakota does a good job just coming up and out. Got 9 seconds left. Nate Kime of Collinsville ahead 2-0. Looks like that's the way we're going to end the first period at 145 pounds. This is the final match of the evening. We started at 152. Nate Kime has a 2-0 lead. And it's going to be Lawton Mack's choice. They'll defer. Nate Kime says, let's start on our feet again. Two to nothing. Nate Kime leads Collinsville. He's in the red singlet. Also red on the scoreboard. Dakota goes with an underhook. Goes to the head. Got him on all fours. Going to try to go under that underhook this time. First time he snapped it down. Second time he raised him up, tried to go under it. Nate Kime did a good job fighting him off in both directions. Again, we're at 30-25. Lawton Mack leads by 5. Collinsville's got to get a fall to win it outright. A technical fall would tie it and they'd go to criteria. Nate Kime takes a shot. Dakota fights him off. Dakota takes a shot across his body to high crotch. Nate does a good job fighting that off. Dakota digging that underhook on the near side. Can't get an angle to attack him off of. They go out of bounds. Down to minute 7 left. A little more pressure for Nate because he knows he's got to put some points on the board. He knows he needs something big. Dakota's got to stay in good position. His coach just saying, hey, don't make any big mistakes. Does a good job trying to circle him up right there. Neither guy stops moving, so they come back to their feet. Nate Kime on a deep, started with a fireman, changed off to a high crotch, and then a double to the finish. Gets a takedown and a 4-0 lead. Lets him up right away, back in on a double leg. On the edge of the mat, and they go off. Scores 4-1. Nate Kime's had 2 takedowns. They got 38 seconds left in the second period. Nate Kime in the red singlet for Collinsville. Leads 4-1 over Dakota Phillips of Lawton Mac. Dakota gets the underhook again. Nate looked like he wanted an inside trip there, but he definitely wants him on the middle of the mat. 17 seconds left. Nate's taking a shot inside, across the body. Dakota fighting him off. Nate looks like he's going to try to throw him here. Dakota's trying to back out, and he gets hit for a warning right at the end of the second period. Nate Kime was really trying to lock something up and go. Dakota's choice third period, he's going to stay up on his feet. See, trails 4-1, but his team is leading by 5. They get back in that underhook. Nate's trying to, he's got the overhook. He's trying to gather up the other arm. I think you might see a throw. He's going to have to do something for his team to win. Dakota drops down to a single leg, but Nate's kind of got a spladle going on. Dakota gets out of it. Now he's in on a single leg, got Nate sitting down. Probably going to get 2 here pretty quick unless Nate can improve his position. Both of them just sitting there. We're down to a minute 23. May get a stalemate out of it. There it is, stalemate. I think Dakota might have been able to finish that, but he just didn't want to give up position. This is one of those times where as a wrestler, your coach is telling you take a loss if it means we win. Just don't give up position. And the same thing for Nate. You're going to see Nate take some attempts just to, he may have to throw to his back just to try to get this Collinsville team a win right here. He's gonna have to go outside of what he normally does because he's got to get a fall. Doesn't look like a technical fall is going to help him. He's got an underhook, snaps the arm down. Dakota follows it into a shot. Dakota's just trying to tie him up. Nate gets him down on his belly. That'll be another takedown, 6-1. We're down to about 45 seconds left. Nate's going to try to go head hunting. He's got to try to figure out a way to get him over. There's a stalling call on Dakota. That'll be 1 point. That'll make it 7-1. Nate cuts him loose. Dakota's in on a single leg. Can he finish? They're kind of flip-flopping around there. Down to about 25 seconds. Dakota's locked onto the leg. Nate's got his hips frozen with that leg underneath him. Down to 15 seconds. Dakota clears that. Dakota's just hanging on the leg. We're down to 10 seconds, 9, 8. We stalemate it. That looks like it's going to be the match. 7 seconds, 7-2. Dakota drops in, gets him a takedown late. That's going to do it for the Lawton Mac Highlanders. First state title, dual state title since 1990. Lawton Mac Highlanders are going to win 30. Not sure if that score's right, but it looks like they're going to win by about 5 or 8. 30. 8-30 it looks like. Lawton Mac Highlanders. That will be the end of the 5A state champion, and we'll be right back with you here in just a second for trophy presentation.
Harold, I switched to Cox and turned our home phone into a smartphone.
Lois, that's not possible.
Yes, it is. It's a home smartphone.
You're talking crazy. Honey, there are home phones and there are smartphones.
But now we get readable voicemail and TV caller ID.
Oh, well, that's pretty good.
And it's better than our old home phone. It even saves us $10 a month.
That's a smartphone, Lois. That's a smartphone.
Get a home smartphone with Cox Digital Telephone, just $9.99 a month with free Pro install.
The other Egypt. Hidden Egypt. Magical Egypt. Could this timeless land still be hiding its most precious secrets? Join Academy Award winner John Anthony West for an eerie journey through a secret, surreal, and sometimes shadowy world, unearthing a baffling new picture of ancient Egypt. Magical Egypt is a must-have for connoisseurs of scientific counterculture and for lovers of the strange. This series is too controversial for television and is not available in stores. Now you can own an 8-episode box set for just $129.95.
Magical Egypt is not available in any stores. Supplies are limited. To order, call 800-525-9590. That's 800-525-9590. Or text Egypt to 3196.
We all need clean water, but in too many of our communities, pollution threatens drinking water supplies, threatens the places where we swim, fish, and paddle. If we stand up together, we will ensure our children and grandchildren can enjoy a future of clean water and healthy rivers. Rivers are resilient. All they need is a fighting chance. Visit AmericanRivers.org/cleanwater to find out how you can make a difference.
The Ford High School Game of the Week is brought to you by your Oklahoma Ford dealers, the best in Oklahoma. MidFirst Bank, true to your money. Wendy's, home of the Baconator. Harvest Bank. Eastern Oklahoma Orthopedic and Sports Medicine Center. And by the Oklahoma Farm Bureau, the same Farm Bureau you've always trusted, now even better.
We're making our presentation in the 5A Dual State Championship. Your runner-up will be Collinsville.
In Class 5A.
They will award Coach Wes Harding his Coach's Achievement Plaque.
Tim Riley, the high school principal.
Wes does a great job with these guys. They won this tournament
Coach's Achievement Plaque is Wes
5 out of the last 7 years. They finished short this weekend, but they had a great year, and they're ready to go for the individuals. There's Wes Harding out on the mat getting his Coach's Achievement Award.
Coach Harding.
And then now present Collinsville Cardinals with their runner-up trophy.
And now, your state runner-up trophy will be presented to the Collinsville Cardinals. Runners-up in Class 5A.
Time to take a couple pictures. Slot and Mack anxiously awaits their state championship trophy. Final score here was 30-28. Lawton Mack over Collinsville, 30-28. Great match by both these teams. They'll be battling out in a couple weeks here in the State Fairgrounds for the individual title. Now presenting Bobby Cook, the Lawton Mack coach, with his Coach's Achievement Plaque for Lawton Mack.
And receiving the Coach's Achievement Plaque is Coach Bobby Cook.
There's Bobby at the center. Great job with his team. Great weekend for them.
And now, presenting to the Lawton MacArthur Highlanders their second Dual State Championship Award. Ladies and gentlemen, your champions in Class 5A, Lawton MacArthur.
Congratulations to the Lawton Mack Highlanders, the 5A Dual State Champions in 2017. I'm Mike Clark, and thank you for watching the 2017 5A Dual State Championships on the Cox Channel. Good night from Shawnee, Oklahoma.
YurView celebrates Black History Month, honoring the New Orleans Mardi Gras Indians.
This culture is important because it is an authentic American tradition.
The New Orleans Mardi Gras Indian culture was formed when African slaves fled and hid with Native American tribes. Working together under the common enemy of oppression, they embraced each other's cultures, both of which included the wearing of feathers and drums.
Throughout that, there was a time frame where that expression of gratitude to the Native American came from the African. So in that melting pot of time and creation, the Mardi Gras Indian process was born out of that.
And thus now, people see the masking, people see the suits and the drumming and whatever, and that's a form of the entertainment and celebration of the culture. But the culture also represents a lot of perseverance, a lot of courage, and a lot of people that stood up in the face of all kinds of trials and tribulations to be here.
Brought to you by YurView.